Yes, we are.
Oh, okay.
You're
Hello.
so special.
I don't think we are. There we are.
Are we live yet? Will somebody tell
Are
me
we
when we're
live?
live?
Are we
Can someone?
live yet?
Will tell someone tell me?
Are you sure?
I'm so
Hey, good
confused.
evening.
We're
Welcome to
on.
ConCarolinas Television. I am Bronner,
And I'm Ray.
and these are our lovely guests tonight. We were going to have Karen Franks, our wonderful con chair,
But it wouldn't be a
and
BSBN
she
stream
is still,
without technical difficulties.
yeah, she's still under cover of darkness. So things didn't quite work out, but we're going to have her on the show real soon. As soon as they restore power back to that house that's looking
Mm-hmm.
fabulous, we'll have her back on.
Yes.
But in the meantime, we do have
Hi ho. Kagome wants music.
Kagome wants music.
I got no music right now.
Somebody start
I
singing.
got music. I got rhythm.
I don't.
This is
Hey, I'll-
Lee Roberts. I don't know what he
Hey.
is in relation to me.
He
I
is
think
down
he's
and right.
downright.
He's right here.
So yeah, and he is our what are you? You're our
What am I?
chair, junior executive con chair. What are you? What is your official
He's
title?
the man with
I'm
power.
the con vice chair for ConCarolinas.
Con vice chair.
Vice chair.
Yeah, the
It's
vice.
is that like a
chair.
viceroy?
Emphasis on
Hi,
vice.
Frenchie.
I'm
Ooh,
I'm the
you
major
are the
domo
viceroy.
Is that
Oh,
Miami
all
Vice?
right.
Can you do the voice,
of what?
major domo?
Domo arigato?
Domo arigato,
Mr.
Mr.
Roboto?
Roboto.
Mr. Roboto.
There's your music, Kagome.
and then down below us we have the incomparable Sean Ewing, producer extraordinaire, BSBN madman pilot.
He's not a
Heck,
jack of all trades. He's not. He's a master of all trades.
I am.
And-
I am.
And it's got a pretty dope
And
house too.
And I bring the candy. So
He does bring
okay.
it. You know what? I
Candy.
should have got hard candies for the cough.
You
For
should
the
have.
cough.
Everything's better with hard
See?
candies.
Pet Pet
This
was
is
not
all I'm
helping me
allowed
out.
to drink now. This little tiny can.
Aww.
So cute.
What are we talking about today,
Content,
friends?
people, content. Today's episode is one that is very near and dear to my heart. And we are talking
Mhm.
musicals.
Woo! All right.
Yes,
We're
Yeah.
talking
So
Broadway. We're talking TV. We're talking Disney. Screw it. That doesn't every Disney movie like
All right,
qualify
so-
as a musical?
yeah,
Pretty much.
I really want to start off by asking everybody what their guilty musical pleasure is.
Ooh.
I know it wasn't in the script.
There's a script. Was there a
Okay.
talking points for this episode? Because
Wait a second.
Yes.
I was not provided.
I
this.
have them. The guests don't get talking points.
Oh.
Nor
Oh.
did the
Okay.
producer.
Yeah, producer didn't either.
Oh.
I just show
yeah,
up
the
and
producer. Yeah, he
push
doesn't
buttons.
deserve it.
Hey, bear.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off. Hey Bear. Hey.
Luna.
Hi, Luna.
Hi Hope. Hi Kagome. Hi everybody. Okay, so my guilty pleasure, it stems from my children and having to watch these things with my children
Mhm.
because they were both pretty fanatical
I know
about
where
them.
this is going.
But and it's really hard for me to admit this, but they taught me to love
Uh-huh.
High School Musical.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
I mean,
sure.
they really did. And Naya and Ethan, if you're listening, Daddy loves you, and thank you for that because without that, what's that guy's name in that?
Zac Efron.
Dude, where did he get abs? He didn't have abs in High School Musical.
They fixed it in post.
They, post.
Yeah, probably fixed it in
Mhm.
post.
Yep,
I want
Troy
abs
Bolton.
someday.
That was his character's name.
Troy Bolton. Who said
Mhm.
that?
Is he related to Michael?
Kagome. Kagome,
Is he
you're my
related to
new
Michael
best friend.
Bolton?
Yeah.
That's probably
Yeah.
where the chops came from.
Probably.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and he can sing.
Hey, Gavino.
And-
Ooh, so
all right, so
for
that's my guilty pleasure.
fun
Mhm.
fact about that movie.
Fun
Part
facts.
of the first one, those weren't actually that wasn't actually his singing voice for a lot of it because his
Really?
voice was too deep.
Oh, because he was
Because he was.
27 already when he made it.
What is the deal with Hollywood that, you need a teenager. Let's get a 20-year-old.
All right.
Let's get a 30-year-old.
They all, yep, that's what they do.
Daniel
But
Russo.
I really loved, and so does my daughter, the character Sharpay. She was amazing. Super, super entertaining. But anyway, that's my guilty pleasure. I don't want to be the only one hung out on the limb. So please, someone step up. Whoa.
So you call it a guilty pleasure. The problem I have with that is you feel guilty about watching it or enjoying it.
Oh no,
I don't have any guilty pleasure
That's my problem.
musicals because I don't feel
love
guilty
them.
about any of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel guilty
Thoroughly
about
enjoy all of them. The ones that I do watch.
I don't feel
So-
guilty about them. I don't enjoy High School Musical as much
never
as
seen
he
it.
does.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, all the ones that I love, I'm not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Greed.
Not at all.
All right.
I will let that flag fly.
Heck,
All
I
right.
will put
So,
it in the yard.
so you know what? It's fine. I'm a 54-year-old man. I can feel
You
guilty
can.
about liking that.
You
Oh,
totally can.
Yeah.
No, I can tell
Hold
you
up.
ones. Mm-hmm.
Kagome has a point.
Yes.
Which-
If
what
they're
she said.
minors, they have hour restrictions. There are laws
do.
on how
That's
hard
correct.
you can work them.
Oh, she's
The
So
amount
they
of time
get-
that you can work.
they-
Yes, that's
People
correct.
that are old enough that they don't have to.
very
follow.
astute. Very astute.
Mhm.
I liked it.
Huh.
All right, so that's fine then. I'll just sit here and talk about more guilty pleasures if no one else wants to play.
Here, I'll give you a closest one to that.
Okay.
Closest. Okay.
I did used to have a guilty pleasure until I embraced enjoying it, and that was Rent. Rent used to be my guilty pleasure because
I've
I
never
grew
felt
up-
guilty.
Never.
the reason I did is
I
I grew
know
up in
why.
an ultra conservative
Mhm.
That's
family.
true.
So for me to enjoy Rent was sacrilege. No, you don't. That's how dare you listen to
That's-
something like that?
That's why you have the upside down cross behind you. I get it
It's-
now.
Firefly.
It's all
Trinity,
coming together.
right there.
It's amazing. I
But-
love it. One day
Yes, that
you'll
was-
hang it.
Yeah, I can see that.
I will. Yeah, that was.
I
my,
got a monkey
that was
hook
my guilty
for you.
pleasure.
But it's hard. Like even the cheese musicals, like Crybaby, I don't feel guilty. That's Johnny
That's
freaking
Johnny
Depp.
freaking Depp, right?
It is like the
Mhm.
cheesiest, like horrible.
Oh, I love
It's
those
Johnny Depp.
Calvino,
too. Calvino,
I love Ice Capades. That's fantastic.
especially-
Mhm.
They used to
Great.
have the peanuts on ice. Remember that?
Oh my god.
That was amazing. That was better than any Disney. Peanuts on ice.
Disney on it?
See, I used to go around in was I in high school at the time when Sweeney Todd, when Johnny Depp's version came out. I think
Mhm.
and I used to go around. It was kind of like in my emo phase, and I was just like,
That makes
Uh,
sense.
there's a hole in the world like a great black pit. And I'm like,
It
then
hit.
again,
Did you relate to it? Did it
Oh,
get you
yes.
right in the
Oh,
feels?
you
yeah.
feel
Right in
that
the
deep in your
feels?
soul.
but you know, it
Hi,
was also
cosplayer.
during Hot Topics during the time before Hot Topic turned all the lights on. So
How
so
dare
being
they do
emo
that?
was
I
cool.
was there. I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, it's awesome.
Yeah. So
What was the first musical? How about that one? Can you do that one?
I can.
I have to
All right,
think
go
Y'all
ahead,
go.
Sean.
This is gonna take some thought.
Sean, go ahead.
Okay. My first musical, Les Mis.
Mm.
That's what got me
Brilliant.
into musicals. Was Les Mis. Love Les Mis is something that I will listen to over and
Over.
over and over. But I really do prefer the 25th anniversary cast. I believe is the one. There's a
Oh, really?
specific one. That's the one I kind of grew up listening to. So the quality of the voices are the ones that are really. It's almost like it's comfort musical.
Ooh,
For me.
Calvino, that's a good one. Little Shop of Horrors.
Never
Rick
saw that.
Moranis.
All
I
right.
never
Yeah, I
saw
heard it was good.
Broadway, but I saw the movie.
Mhm.
I heard
See,
the stage production was much better than the movie ever could be. So
All
a lot
right.
of times that ends up being the case. There's a lot more character in a stage production.
Mhm. You can
Mhm.
do more with it. You feel and bounce off the audience.
Yeah,
so-
there's so many times where like just out of nowhere, a cast member will just like stop the show and be like, "Hey, I see you. I see what you're doing there, and you're going to stop."
Yeah.
yeah.
So, what
it's-
was your first musical, Lee?
It has to be the first one that I can like remember has to be The Lion King. Like
Live
well,
action?
the Disney movie.
Oh, okay.
So no. I'm gonna date myself a little bit more here. It was Aladdin. Yeah.
My
The
goodness.
original
You're
Aladdin's,
going way
right?
back.
Yeah.
No, that is so good. The original Aladdin is so.
Oh,
so
I loved
fantastic.
it. I loved it. Hey, I'm in my 30s, and apparently I was old when I was 26. So
Oh boy.
I've
All right. That was a good one. I think all Disney musicals are just fantastic. That's what I think. So,
They're pretty good.
what was your first musical, Bronner, if you can remember that far back?
Ouch. I don't remember what you're called, but my favorite musical was no, my first was The Hills Are Alive.
Moulin Rouge.
With the Sound of
No.
Music.
That's what I think of when I hear
Where's
that.
Karen?
Is
Bring
Moulin
Karen
Rouge.
back. I want Karen, no Sean. Get me Karen. Sound of Music. My mom used the Sound of Music as a babysitter. She would take us to the Saturday, like at noonish, and we would be there till like 7, 8 o'clock at night, just watching it over and over
They
again.
called it
I
the
don't know if
real
she paid the
J.
ushers or what, but yeah, sometimes she'd be there with us. Sometimes she was out, down the street at the, pub. But yeah, that was. I should really not speak ill of my mother, but
You really shouldn't.
but
Have
that
you,
was
have you seen
it.
Nana and Pep Up? I mean,
Yeah,
Oh,
I guess I could
it's true.
speak ill of my mom,
On
but
Sundays during Nana and Pet Pet, you can talk about
that's
it.
what
but
you can.
I mean that really got me to fall in love with Julie Andrews
Hmm.
and Christopher Plummer.
Hmm.
But I would have to say that what got me to fall in love with musicals was seeing Yul Brynner in The King and I and seeing the original cast of Annie do Annie. Exceptional. Both at the Pantages, I think.
Interesting enough,
Wow.
my first musical was also Julie Andrews.
Oh,
It was
Victor
just much
Victoria?
later. Mary Poppins.
Oh, Mary Poppins.
I
Oh, Mary.
wore out,
Oh, that's Harry.
and I'm going to date myself, the VHS tape. I wore it out.
We're out the beta tape
Because
and
you
we'll
could
talk.
do that to those
Yes.
things.
They did wear out.
They did.
Streams do not wear out.
Everyone in the chat's going,
They're discussing
what's a
Rocky Horror
VHS?
Picture Show.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, VHS. Mhm.
Rocky Horror Picture Show is amazing. Amazing.
Oh, that's a timeless classic.
Oh,
Tim
yes.
Curry. Oh,
One of the top
I mean, you can
musicals of all
usually
time.
you can usually
Because-
judge a person's character by
Where they
what
know
movie
Tim
they
Curry
remember
from.
Tim Curry from.
Mhm.
So-
That's very true. Yep.
And that man looks way better in fishnets than I do.
yeah.
So
no.
I bow
Yeah, no.
to the greatness that is Tim Curry.
I saw Rocky Horror Picture Show for the first time a year ago
What?
when we did. I know.
You gotta remember the background.
Yeah, I remember.
Background.
I
now.
got you. I got you.
Yeah, I did. So not only you had Rent that was the LGBTQ community,
Mhm.
and then you had Rocky Horror Picture Show, which was trans, and so yeah, that was complete no.
The world opened for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes. So because I'd always heard
So-
about it, and I grew up near NC State, and NC State people say it has one of the best Rocky Horror Picture Show. They put it on, like, it's very interactive and everyone raves about it.
What's that called?
So I heard all about it and I never went.
Jay, I don't care how old Tim Curry is, he still looks better in fishnets than me. His wheelchair. Mhm.
I know she's made me model them before. Just a reminder of Tim.
Yeah, we're gonna need a screenshot or it didn't happen.
Okay, you asked for it.
Be careful what you wish for.
Oh
Yep.
my!
Wait, this is musicals. Musicals.
Oh,
we're on
musicals.
musicals.
What were we talking about again?
Let's talk
Musicals.
about. Okay, so I thought about it. The closest thing to a guilty pleasure that I have is just because it's like typical chick flick type thing.
Mhm.
but Moulin Rouge.
Love
That's not-
Moulin
But
Rouge.
even that's
I love it.
amazing.
Oh,
It is
Like,
yes.
I'm
so
not
good.
guilty.
Baz Luhrmann. I mean, who doesn't love him?
I can't
I
be
mean,
guilty about that.
That was
Nicole
the first.
Kidman.
That was the first time I did not know Nicole Kidman could sing until that movie.
Mhm.
Same thing with Ewan
Mhm.
McGregor, but then
Right.
again,
Ewan.
Yes.
oh my
Ewan's got
god,
some talent.
And they
Love-
they killed it.
White hot.
Yes. Moulin Rouge is one of my favorite musicals. Watch it all the time.
Okay, good.
Have you?
Actually, a friend and I went through and counted all of the different songs that they incorporate into it. It's a lot.
It's
Yes,
a lot.
it is
I
a
wanted
lot.
to count them, but then I get tied up and I start singing them.
That's
And
it's understandable.
I get lost.
I love that director,
Mhm.
and my daughter keeps pestering us to watch Elvis,
volume.
and because he also did Elvis. He also did one of Rachel's or Ray's favorite movies in Romeo and Juliet, the
Oh, yeah.
DiCaprio one version.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that. That is my favorite. I just love the style that they did for Romeo and Juliet
It's great.
and the Leonardo DiCaprio version.
There's two types of
he's
people.
a
Either
That is a
you
guilty
visionary,
really
pleasure
love
for me
it,
because
or you really hate it.
a
But
lot of people
nobody
hate it.
is on the fence
Yeah.
about that version.
Yeah.
He's a visionary, you have to admit. I mean,
Yeah.
You know, I
despite all
honestly-
of that.
I didn't see that one. Now I'm gonna have to go back and
Yeah,
you
you have
should-
to see it.
there's
There's
still
it's
more
not
hours in the
music
evening.
to it, but
I'll,
Yes, go check that out. It's fantastic.
it's got Claire Danes in it, Leonardo DiCaprio, John
Mhm.
Leguizamo. I mean,
John
it's-
Leguizamo.
John
Who's
Leguizamo.
also in Moulin Rouge.
Yes.
Ta-da! We brought
John
it full circle.
Leguizamo is one of the most underrated
Oh
The
my
actors,
greatest
in my
gift
opinion.
you'll ever learn
Did you know that?
is
Like, I
just
think
to
it was
love
like
and be loved in return.
one of the first episodes of The Mandalorian actually had John Leguizamo in it, and that I was just like, oh my freaking god, because
did?
he was in like latex.
I love
makeup,
John
so-
Leguizamo.
Yeah.
I've
He's the
loved
only-
him since Luigi.
Mhm.
no,
Yes.
we don't. If we don't talk about
Yes.
Luigi, no.
He's the only reason I made it through the Spawn movie.
Speaking of, we don't talk about
yes,
Encanto. Great musical. Great musical. I'm at work and they're playing Bruno on the PA.
it's a
And
It's
I'm like, we don't
actually a better musical than it is a movie. I mean,
I think
'cause the
so.
story is a little weak, but
like throw the soundtrack on and I'm
oh,
down.
the soundtrack is superb.
And his daughter told us, she's like, it's fire. And I'm like, all
Fire.
right, we'll give it a shot.
I'm like, what does that mean? It's
That's
fire.
one of those words.
Like
that
you
I
want to
just-
burn
I
it?
know. I'm too old to use that word. So
Mhm.
I do use the little fire emoji
Calvino,
from time
don't let
to
it be your
time.
guilty pleasure. That is
Yes.
our advice to the audience.
Mhm.
Ever.
Shadowcast. That's
world
what
of-
it's called.
Geekdom, nerdity, or
Mhm.
whatever you want it to be. Have a guilty pleasure.
Let that
Just
flag
have
fly.
pleasures.
Absolutely.
Nothing
Whatever that
is a
flag
guilty
is, let
pleasure.
it fly.
Yeah.
If I
Mhm.
was guilty, I would have probably never admitted that I love Zac Efron and High School Musical.
I mean, if it weren't for High School Musical, we wouldn't have had Zac Efron in The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, I was just thinking
And-
that.
Oh,
Greatest
boom.
Showman
Or-
is
Yes.
so
what was that
good.
movie where he spent like 90% of the movie with his shirt off?
Yeah.
Baywatch?
The Neighbors?
Yes. No, it was
Uh,
Neighbors.
All of 'em.
It was Neighbors. All of them.
All of them. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, one
is
of the
a very
greatest
good
things.
point.
Speaking of The Greatest Showman, apparently during it was like early on in production, Hugh Jackman ended up having like it was like a melanoma or something. Like he had a piece of skin cancer removed, and he couldn't exactly like sing, or else it would open the
Yeah.
stitches. And they were shopping from now on to like the producers, and so someone was singing in his place, and he was doing like the facial expressions, the emotion carried by the
Mhm.
song. But then he was so moved by it that he started singing. Like he cut off the guy singing
Uh-oh.
for him and took over singing the song. It
We're
was that
traumatizing
powerful.
April at the moment.
Yeah. April doesn't really. She's got
Oh.
this like love hate. No, hate.
More of a
mostly
hate.
relationship with P.T. Barnum and his story.
Oh, that's
because
right.
She
The
grew up-
circus thing.
yeah, she grew up in
Yeah.
the. I guess she grew up in the circus, or
Yeah,
That's
she
right,
probably did.
Kagome.
I don't know
Shirtless,
exactly,
shirtless.
but it was the town, and that he was like the king of Whoville or whatever,
Of Whoville.
and yeah,
That was
and it was
definitely
just,
it.
and he was a jerko, and so, but you
Yeah.
can't really, you got to really separate the two.
You know,
Just listen to the music. The music's
separate
Yeah.
good.
business from
She
pleasure.
loves the music. Don't,
It's
yeah,
great to love the
Mhm.
music and hate the band. So
Oh yeah,
amen.
yep.
he
Copy
wasn't
the
just a
Hated
scammer; he was also a terrible politician. But we'll save that for another stream.
Totally different
So
show.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can do
We
a
We don't do
bash
politics
PT
No,
Barnum
on the
day.
BSBN. We don't do that.
But we do the musicals.
We don't
Yes.
talk about politics. No.
All right, so like, okay, how about musicals? Has anyone hated a musical?
Oh, I didn't think this was going to be like a bashing session. I didn't even like think about which ones do I hate. I don't hate any.
Yeah.
The closest that I got to hating a musical was Frozen, and that's simply because I have a daughter who was within that
Oh.
target market at
Mm.
the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
So you didn't
makes
hate
sense.
it. You just got sick of it.
yes,
There's a
yes,
difference.
yes.
Yeah,
See,
that makes
I
sense.
still haven't seen it because my niece won't watch it with me. Shannon, fix that.
Or Frenchie,
It's
or whoever you
she
are.
wants to play in the
Mhm.
pool and she wants to play on the skateboard and she wants to, she
Yeah,
promised
Calvina,
me
thanks.
and now we won't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I think there
Calvina's
should
right.
Just
Hi, Pirate
There you
Monkey.
go.
You just got to.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna like tie her to the chair and then we're watching.
That is Pirate Monkey.
Sorry, I was trying to interact with the crowd as well. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that was very sweet of you.
I multitask a little bit.
Yeah, that's very sweet of you.
You should have kept that quiet. We could have had a really interesting
We could have
conversation
had
going
a
on there.
horrible time.
I shouldn't have
Did
probably
you see the
told her.
color?
Mm-hmm.
Blonde Fruits Run Deep.
I don't think that I've actually ever hated a musical.
No.
I mean, I did hate a little bit of Dick Van Dyke's accent in Mary Poppins, but
I
that's
think
about it.
I think Dick Van Dyke hated his accent.
Was
in
he
Mary
wrong?
He
Poppins.
does it so well.
No, he doesn't. It's awful. Oh yeah, you're being facetious. I get it.
Sarcasm.
I get
Bronner,
it. What?
it's a good thing we like you.
Mansplain
cute.
it to me.
You're
All right,
so
so
cute.
audience, because
Mhm.
we just can't decide. What do you guys hate? Like one musical that you just can't stand? Because I can't think of
The
anything.
Cockney English.
Yes, it
Yes,
was. It was Cockney
like
English.
was it isn't it half of My Fair Lady?
It wasn't Cockney.
It certainly wasn't Cockney.
Mince pie me eye. No.
Oh, I don't know why it just popped into my head, but I just remembered that Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is a musical.
I loved it.
Chitty
Yes.
chitty bang bang, we love you.
That I don't know why, but for some reason we were talking about Dick Van Dyke, and suddenly I
Mhm.
remembered the old Bamboo.
All right.
Dick has got some talent, and he looks good. Is he not dead, right? Because I don't want to speak ill
No.
of dead, but he looks
No.
good for like he's got to be 90.
Yeah.
I mean, when they did the Return of Mary Poppins, he was still pretty freaking spry.
Pretty spry, incredible.
Frenchie says she's not fond of The Wiz.
What?
Come
Never seen
on
it.
and ease on down the road. Ease on down. I'm not a big fan of anything.
I'm a mean old lion.
Wait. I'll tell you what I love that probably not a lot of you have heard of, but there's this neat little musical called Falsettos, and it is truly a work of art. Like I would put it right up there with Hamilton. That's
All right.
I do have to I have to come clean.
Uh-oh.
I have not seen Hamilton. Don't kill me.
You have Disney Plus, right?
Yes, I do.
Can we
All right, so you got two things that you have to happen tonight. Well, just
You
watch
have
the
to-
first half
you have
of
to-
Hamilton. Don't worry about the second half. Just watch the first half.
Watch the first half.
Wait.
just watch every
Wait.
Pippi Longstocking movie?
Wait.
And that's Hamilton.
Ray? Yes, Ray?
Wait. I know why I haven't seen Frozen. I have no children. Right? Okay. I have to know why.
Yes,
Because
Karen.
I have poor time management.
Falsettos is
Makes sense.
beautiful.
Legit.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
legit.
It is legit, and he's got kids, you know, so
Kids go to bed.
and a job and
And kids love
responsibility.
Oh
music.
A
no, I
wife
sat there.
and
I literally, I looked.
responsibilities.
My wife and I, we talked to we talked about it. We were like, okay, this probably isn't a movie for the kids to see at their age, so we'll watch it when the kids go to bed. And then when the kids go to bed, never happened.
You guys go to bed.
Or you fall asleep before they fall asleep. I
Mhm.
know that.
It's all about priorities.
I mean, I
Frenchie,
have to
I'm about to bust out your full name. What do you mean you haven't seen Hamilton?
say, oh my god, the Pirates of Penzance is amazing.
That's a good one too,
I'm sorry.
Abel. Frenchie, you and I are gonna fix a few things.
But I acknowledge the sheer power of Hamilton.
Have you at least heard some of the soundtrack?
Yes, I have, and Lin-Manuel Miranda is a freaking musical genius.
Absolutely.
So
Mhm.
I've got that going
Yep.
for me.
The Heights.
But the
Heights
best
was good too.
the best part of
I hadn't seen The Heights.
Hamilton was
Mhm.
King George. Hands
Sean,
down.
did you
Yeah.
say you had not seen The Heights?
You hadn't seen The Heights.
It's
Yeah,
good.
King George was fantastic. I love
The
I
guy
love
who
that.
played King George, didn't he play someone in Frozen?
Ola. No, he plays what's his name? The Sven.
Yeah. I had
Is
to
it
think
Sven?
because
Not
Nia
Sven.
told us.
Sven's the donkey or
Kristoff.
whatever.
April's is
Kristoff.
Kristoff. There we go.
Mhm.
The donkey. The rain donkey.
The ring donkey.
Well, I mean, at one point they're both named Sven, according to Olaf.
But
so-
yes, he plays that guy, and he's also in a Netflix show, and he plays like an FBI agent that founded like the behavioral science.
from musicals to law enforcement.
It's crazy, like
Okay.
super good.
So I need
Why
to
why
find
is
out.
there not a musical Law and Order yet?
Because Dick Wolf is pretty
Dun-dun.
close to one foot in the grave, unless
No,
he's
that's true. But he's
already
raking in the
grave.
money.
So
Oh my god! Right?
I need to
Legacy.
find out your guys' opinion on this because when
Mhm.
I was thinking about musicals, I'm like, all right. So what does everybody else think are like the worst musicals? Xanadu is number one on this list. I liked Xanadu, but
Who doesn't like Olivia Newton-John? God rest her soul.
exactly.
Yes,
Okay.
that's true.
So
That's true.
on this list though is also Phantom of the Opera.
What?
What?
Yeah.
And I have to find out your guys'
Which
opinion
one?
because a lot of people, the Gerard Butler,
Oh,
and that's the reason a lot of people don't like that one.
Because of Gerard?
Mhm.
He's hot. Oh, did I say that out loud?
You're not
I
wrong.
mean, that's cool. That's fine.
You're not wrong.
Right? He is hot, like flaming hot.
But there's controversy over like a lot of people say he doesn't do very well. They should have gotten somebody else, so they don't like
Yeah.
it. What do you guys think? Because I love it. That's one of my
I love it
favorites.
I'm trying to
too.
One
remember
of
the
my
Phantom
favorites.
version that he was in.
If,
Must not have seen it.
Emmy Rossum, Gerard Butler,
I like Phantom, but and
Minnie
it's really good.
Driver
It's
is in
really
it.
good, but it's not like some people just absolutely love Phantom. And see, the problem I have is I grew up in the marching band world, and Phantom was everyone did Phantom, so you're always hearing, and I'm like,
It's
no,
wicked now. I mean, and I think
Yeah.
Karen could probably attest to this, being a music teacher. That they just
I
used
love the
all of
Broadway
that
one.
to nauseum, like all those
Yeah.
songs.
Karen, I absolutely love the Broadway one because when I was in school, we took a field trip to go actually watch it live. It wasn't Broadway, but it was live. So that's the first version I got was in a theater. So as much as I love the Gerard Butler version, it's definitely.
We listened to the soundtrack to the Broadway version when I was in 7th grade. It was an introduction to like just musicals and doing radio programming and whatnot. We actually did like a short radio show. That was fun. But the Phantom of the Opera was like one of the most powerful things next to Cats. And I
Cats
just from there
had a
because
run
I was
like no other.
in
my God.
honor choir. And so we went to a lot of different things. We went to, see Phantom of the Opera. We got to go to ballets. I mean, we were kind of spoiled being in the honor choir. But I'm spoiled. That's my thing.
So when Karen says Carmen, I know a lot of people like Carmen.
Mhm.
When she said Carmen, that musical was not the first thing that popped into my head. And if you watched the Nana and Pep episode from the con, we talked about there's a an artist, a musician called Carmen.
Mhm.
That if you
Mhm.
grew up in a Christian family, you probably heard about him. That's what I think of
That's
Karen when I hear Carmen. I'm like, no, that's not the same thing.
not the same Carmen. That's for
No.
sure. So we're missing a huge one though. Like
Yeah.
nobody's said anything about Greece. We talked about Olivia
Yeah.
Newton-John.
That's my favorite of all
Well, it's
time.
mostly because of the shadow that was put over by Grease 2.
Oh,
Grease
come
2
on.
was
Normally when I
great.
think Grease, I think Grease 2. So
What?
Grease 2 is amazing.
Nobody thinks Grease 2,
Come on.
Quit
Who didn't
trolling us,
like
Bronner.
Michelle Pfeiffer, man?
right? I
It's
don't
Michelle
hate it.
Pfeiffer.
I recognize that it's on a completely different level,
but
but
it
I
ruined
still
what could have been
enjoy
a franchise.
it.
I've never seen
We're
it.
not talking like 17
You know what ruined the
Fast and the
franchise is
Furious
that the
movies,
Bee Gees
okay?
didn't write the music, I guess, for
Wait, what?
Grease 2.
What?
The Bee Gees didn't write the music for Grease 2.
Did they write the music for the first one?
Well, they wrote the soundtrack. I mean, the
The
title
title song.
track.
Mm-hmm.
I now know something new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Ooh.
see, stick with me. You'll learn a lot.
Stick with me, kid.
I
You
will
will
mansplain
mansplain
everything.
to-
Boom!
See, April agrees with me. It's cheesy in the right places. That's a good way to put it. Like,
Yeah, cheesy in the right
Yeah.
places. Okay.
There's nothing better than Grease. Come on.
mhm,
It's so good.
it is.
Uh,
That's why
Beauty
she's
school
forever going to be Frenchie,
dropout.
aren't you? And I'm forever going
No
to be Rizzo.
graduation day for you.
so we're talking about
Beauty school
Gerard.
dropout.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your singing.
I'm sorry.
No, you're
Hey,
fine. I was serious.
Kagomi
I didn't
wanted
mean to interrupt.
music. What Kagomi wants, Kagomi gets.
Yeah, I was like, y'all are singing. I'm gonna shut up now.
I unfortunately am sick. Otherwise, I'd chime right in.
Mhm.
It's like the one song that pops up every time.
Like it sound like some of the frogs.
The frogs of who?
So y'all were talking about Gerard Butler and Phantom of the Opera, right?
Mm-hmm. We
When you
sure
when you
were.
s- when you talked about that, I thought about Russell Crowe in
In Les
Les
Mis.
Mis. Les Mis.
Oh.
Les
But-
Mis, the new movie, was
Hugh Jackman.
fantastic.
Yeah.
With
He
Hugh
got
Jackman
a
was
lot
great.
of
Russell Crowe,
positivity.
terrible, horrible in that. He does not have the
Mhm.
voice for it,
Well,
especially when
he's-
you put him
But-
up against people like Hugh Jackman.
Yeah,
It was
he's a
just
non-singer in a
awful.
crew of singers.
He also
Yeah.
got zero flack compared to Gerard Butler. Like people were just like, "Oh well, it's Les Mis. It's the greatest thing ever."
Well, because it's
Everyone
Russell
I talked to
Crowe.
that watched it go, yeah,
And
they
Anne
should have
Hathaway.
taken him
Anne
out.
Hathaway did brilliant.
She
Right.
did. Yeah,
So
she was
standing
amazing.
next to Anne Hathaway, Russell Crowe looks like dog doo doo.
Standing up
and
against
nobody
any
cared.
of them, he looked like. Well, except for what's her face.
Which what's her face?
Shut up, Jay. He said
Amanda,
mansplaining
is it
musicals.
Amanda Seyfried? Seyfried?
We have
Amanda
reached the
Seyfried?
pinnacle of content.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Don't like her voice. It's the
Really?
vibrato. She her vibrato is like
I love
it's a
her.
constant thing. Like
It's
she
a
can't
Mamma
turn it
Mia.
off.
I love.
I love me some Mamma Mia though. I'm
Definitely.
gonna tell you that.
Especially, when they threw Cher in there. I was like, oh shit.
That was in the
I
second
mean, oh poop.
one.
I said, oh poop.
Oh,
Hmm.
Yeah. Cher, she's one of my idols too.
oh, the prequel.
Mm-hmm.
Because ABBA was like, "Hey, we should write more. We should put more music in this." Oh yeah, by the way, there's music in the Broadway play that wasn't in the movie. Okay, here, let's make a second one.
More music.
More
It's like-
music.
I wasn't
Everyone loves.
complaining.
My daughter loved
loves ABBA.
it. She watched it a million times.
She cried every time
She
she
should
watched
really
it.
be on this show because she could mansplain every musical to us.
She is a musical guru, but
Yeah.
it's her brother's birthday, so
Yeah, give it a
Family first. I see.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Who does that?
So I think it's funny that a lot of TV shows will do a musical episode.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes some of them are great, some of them not so much.
Most of them not so much.
Scrubs did a musical episode that I thought was great.
It was hilarious.
But I'm a big fan of Scrubs.
never
mean,
saw it.
Musical episodes are absolutely fantastic. I mean, Buffy the Vampire Slayer did one.
They
Yep.
sure
Mhm.
did. I forgot all about that.
Yep.
What is that?
Who's Papa? Where's Papa John's coming from?
Papa
Yeah, where
John's.
is that coming
I
from?
want some Papa John's.
We have a ghost in.
We have a ghost and it messes with the electronics.
Does it just randomly order Papa John's?
No.
That
mean,
thing right there.
I'm cool with a
turns
ghost
it down.
if a ghost wants to
Yeah.
haunt my house and order.
All of
Papa
a sudden,
John's.
Alexa just
Oh.
breaks out, now ordering Papa John's.
Papa John's.
Mhm.
Okay.
My
I'm not
Alexa does
fighting
not
that.
sound like
Who's
So-
that.
paying for it?
The weird thing is it didn't start electronically. Like we have other stuff that goes on, but the electronics issue started happening during the paranormal episode we did.
Mm.
Oh,
So if you go back and watch that, you can hear like feedback and stuff like that.
I think you hear someone,
They didn't
say,
like being outed.
"Kill them."
you
Kill them
invited
all.
something in by doing the paranormal episode, and they said, "Don't
did.
mind if I do."
We didn't
Mhm.
invite it. It was already here.
Right?
Watch
It
the
just decided
episode
to
'cause there's a
manifest
sound clip.
itself.
There is a sound clip in that episode.
Ooh.
Ooh, a supernatural musical episode.
I
Super-
want to watch. I want to get into Supernatural.
I'd
just.
like to see the musical episode.
So-
yeah.
I didn't know they had. Mm.
I'm
A
gonna
lot of shows
be-
have done musical episodes.
Mom, it's not Ethan's birthday. It's her other brother's birthday.
Yeah,
But
it's
thank you.
little Donnie's birthday.
So I'm a horrible
Happy
nerd,
birthday, little Donnie.
and I have not seen all of Supernatural. I stopped watching right around the time when Sam is the devil. Like the first time.
Is that the musical or?
No, like he dies and he comes back, but
Yeah.
it's actually the devil. And he's like doing,
Spoiler
like,
alert!
evil stuff.
No, I'm just kidding. It's fine.
This was like season.
Spoiler alert!
I know.
Season 1.
It was like
I know. That's
season
like I'm sorry. There's
I don't know.
there's a statute of limitations on spoiler
But-
alert.
Boom.
It was just life, and it was getting repetitive. And I want to finish it because I've heard,
Mm-hmm.
it gets better. But at that
They say
point,
that
it
about
just started to be.
You can
You
only
can,
watch
you can
so
make
much.
it through the first 4 seasons. It starts to get a little bit. Why would I want to
Right.
do that?
Right. If you can
No,
suffer
it's
through.
good. Like I was hooked
I
up
was
until
hooked.
that point, but
Mhm.
it just started to feel like weird, and I was just
But
like,
contrived.
Kagomi is right. There are 15 seasons of it, so I'm like, I want to watch it, but that is a
When do you have
lot
time?
of
That's a major commitment. That's
You don't-
marriage.
yes.
binge watch that.
That's longer than most marriages last nowadays.
That's accurate. That's longer than mine lasted. Thank goodness.
I'm not there yet. I'll let you know.
Hallelujah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like 3-4 seasons, you can binge watch,
I mean, unless you
Yeah.
got a marriage like Karen and Ray,
right?
I mean, you're
Aw.
screwed.
Right?
Yeah.
Look at me
Because I'm just chopped liver.
kissing
cool.
up to the. Kiss,
Cool.
hey, I gotta kiss up to the
Wow.
concierge. I want to
Whose
keep
arm?
my
Hey
job.
Ray, whose arm is that?
I don't know because I'm chopped liver.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
She is
So-
not chopped liver. She is pate.
Pate. I'm
Wait,
cat food.
well, isn't
Absent. All right, so I
we're
want
moving
to
along. Moving along.
Okay,
move
let's
along
go.
here
Let's
real
go.
quick here. I once saw a play, a musical called "The Man from La Mancha" with
That
a
does
lady
sound
named Laura. I think her last name is pronounced Eder, Eder, but she has the most exquisite voice I have ever heard. And she needed to be in, I mean, way bigger stuff than I'd ever seen, but
Okay.
it was
Yeah.
beautiful. So if you could find any of her music, it is so good.
Mm.
I'll need to
So
dig
good.
deeper because I tried to look and I kept bringing up Laura Dern from Jurassic Park. So
No, she was from Don Quixote. I think The Man from La Mancha is what it was called.
I just
oh, okay.
find it interesting that we've had this conversation about musicals and a certain somebody has not brought up Fiddler on the Roof.
I played Revtivia.
Mm-hmm. I know you have. And you didn't even talk about
It is so good, but it dates me so much. But
It does, yes.
But it's
I
such an
mean,
amazing production.
It's classic. It doesn't date
but
anybody.
nobody know. All right, let's take a poll. How many people have actually seen it?
Sean. Okay, so this is
And
what's going to happen.
and Ray, you've only
Yes.
seen a little bit of it.
I've
You haven't seen the whole thing.
it all.
Have you?
Yes.
All right. What
On
about
the one
the
hand-
chat?
Uh-huh. So
Rude.
we need to have a movie binge watching musical streaming
See,
sort
so
of.
Bronner and I are going to come over. We're going to bring popcorn. We're going to bring ice cream. We're going to bring snacks. And we're going to watch
Roots.
all the music.
And we're gonna bring a roots.
Yes.
Duh.
All right, that works. Let's do it.
Doesn't mean like a
Wait.
Mhm.
Has
cuddly
anybody
musical festival.
in the chat seen Fiddler on the Roof?
Ooh, Jay has seen it live.
Oh.
He is a
Wow.
cultured redneck.
He is.
Okay. Look at
Mhm.
you, D-Wayne.
And he owns a soundtrack. Wow. You know what?
That's
Jay
right, Granger
surprises.
Bear.
Jay surprises
I
me
will.
all
Jay
the
is
Rich
full
time.
of surprises. I mean, he
Jay-
is.
yeah.
Nope. That was nope.
Jay
for
should
Jeannie
just walk
said
around
nope.
with like confetti in his pockets.
If I were
and go,
a rich man,
"Surprise,
thank you, Great
bitches."
Big Bear.
Calvino, no.
hero.
Calvino, I gotta disagree with Calvino here. Arugs was the reason I watched, or when I watched Hamilton for the first time. Her and her best friend came over. Her best friend is a music theater teacher, in high school, and they came over with another friend of ours, and we all watched Hamilton together. So, and of course, we watched it all the way through, but she also sang it all the way through, and she did warn us ahead of time. She's like, "I will sing this whole thing."
That's like
Yeah,
me and Aladdin.
You got to
Like, my
show
brother-
me the show.
Will not watch Aladdin with me.
Oh
Because
yeah, I'll sing Aladdin all the way through. Absolutely.
no, I don't just sing it. All the voice part, all of it.
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
Aladdin. I'm
If you know
Jasmine.
See,
what
I
I'm
think
the
that's
genie.
great.
I'm everybody.
It
Now, if
is
I've never
great.
seen it before, that's where I might like no. But once I've seen it, I'm like, oh yeah, well, absolutely.
No, he's
do
seen
all the
it like
parts.
3,500 times with me, and he's still
Yeah.
annoyed.
No, see, that's
I
his,
don't
that's his problem.
Noise
You
canceling
don't need that
headphones.
negativity in your
See,
life.
At that point, it comes with the territory. So
Yeah, you're gonna watch it with me. It's like watching Firefly, and I mean not quoting everything.
Mary Poppins. Hella.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars. Anyway.
It'll happen.
Yep. Princess Bride. Same thing.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What movie should they make a musical out of?
Ooh. That's
why
a
must you curse me
thought-provoking
with this
question.
question?
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back to your TV thing for a minute, though.
Okay. Well, while everybody's thinking about that, talk about TV.
Okay, so like there's shows like Glee that incorporated music into their. I thought Glee was a great show. I love shows that actually do that. Gallivant, is that what it was called? It was like that medieval.
Oh, Gallivant, yeah, it
blocky
was-
one.
What
Oh,
was
I
it
don't
on,
know.
like CBS, ABC, or like?
Yeah, but they sang pretty much the whole thing. Or what was that? Into the
Okay.
Forest with
Oh, with
the late
late
night guy.
TV show guy,
Yeah, the guy who does the carpool karaoke.
James.
Ooh, Calvino.
Gordon.
Yes,
Look at you,
Calvino.
Calvino.
Absolutely.
I
That's what I
see it.
gasped at when I was like, oh, he's totally right. That would make a fantastic one.
Yeah, we need to clip
Love-
Sean's face. Somebody screenshot that because he was all.
What is Equilibrium? Is that
such a
Ethan
good-
Hawke movie?
No, it's Sean Bean. And it's what's his face from Batman?
Robert Pattinson.
Batman.
Robert Pattinson.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Robert Pattinson. Seriously, I said Batman movie and you go Robert Pattinson?
Hey, at least he didn't go.
Val
Ben
Kilmer.
Affleck.
Yeah, okay, at least he didn't go Val Kilmer. All right, I got that.
Or Ben Affleck. Yeah.
Or
Well, he could have gone.
Okay,
George
okay.
away.
Clooney.
Put it down. Put
Could
it
have
down.
George Clooney, we tend to forget about him a little bit.
It's because it's George Clooney.
Yeah.
George could do no wrong in everything else but Batman.
He put
Can we-
nipples on the bat suit, and I'm okay with it. Whatever.
Well,
I mean,
no,
that was
George
kind of cool.
Clooney,
Well, I kind of like
The
want to. I
nipples-
want to do one of these numbers though.
right? I just
The
wanna...
nipples came in at the end of the Val Kilmer one. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So we can't blame Clooney for that one.
George.
Right. But
So
we hate Kilmer. But George Clooney, rocking the nipples.
would it be
Rocking.
a
thought
bad
Val
thing to
Kilmer was
have
all
a
right.
Batman musical?
I don't know. Considering
What?
Spider-Man did it, I'm kind
they
of
did?
pensive
Okay.
on that.
Gotcha.
I think it'd be kind of cute.
Spider-Man.
But
Ki-
Spider-Man.
I could totally see a Batman musical though. I mean,
You're-
Joker. I could easily see Joker and like
oh
Harley.
hell yes.
Absolutely.
I
Well,
am.
I think they could do an
The second Joker
animated
movie is
musical
going to
like
be a
in the Harley
musical.
Harley series.
Yeah.
On
Oh, definitely
HBO
an animated
Max.
one.
That would be
Yeah.
amazing.
I think-
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
So
No.
have you decided what you think should be a musical? A movie?
I think I'm gonna go with True Grit.
Okay.
All right.
True Grit the
Interesting.
musical. Or the
Nice.
Cowboys.
A nice Western musical, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Oklahoma for the next generation.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well, all right.
What about
you, Lee?
who? Lee.
Oh my God, I've got so many, and
I know.
I don't know. I want to say Star Trek, but that's too like niche. So what's
Oh,
what's the one
Orville.
with dude?
The
what?
Orville.
Yes, there we go. That's exactly what I was thinking
Ooh.
of. If they did it, it would be perfect.
It would be
Of
perfect.
what?
The Orville. Basically, it's
Is
if
it the
Seth
the TV
yeah.
show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. I understand about.
Calvino
God.
says Blazing Saddles.
Oh,
And
they
April
couldn't get
wants to
away
see
with
Hawkeye.
no. They could not get away with
Hawkeye.
remaking Blazing Saddles.
No,
That's the problem.
yeah, no. Blazing Saddles could not do what they did back then.
A
No.
blazing
There's a lot of movies that
star.
couldn't do that. There's
He
stuff from like
Galaxy
a few years
Quest.
ago. Now,
Star.
Galaxy Quest, that would be interesting.
That'd be awesome.
That would be good.
Who said that? April, you're smart.
And see,
All
that's the thing. If we could do it like one for one, maybe Robin
Mhm.
Hood Men in Tights. Unfortunately, that's yet like most Mel Brooks movies could not
Yeah.
hold up if
No.
they were done today.
Mhm. Men in Tights would. Oh, I love Men in Tights.
All right, Sean, what's your...
What about
Are you doing Firefly? Are you going to go there?
I mean, to me, Firefly would be an easy one.
Or
Yes.
Serenity?
Well, that would be the movie, but yeah,
Yeah.
Firefly, the TV show, or Serenity. Firefly could have done a fantastic musical episode if Fox hadn't killed them.
I
I
really
agree.
feel like they need to come back and musical.
So no, as far as for some reason, I do not know why this keeps coming to me. Whenever I'm thinking the answer to this question, the first thought in my head, Jurassic Park. I want to see this. I want to see the singing.
Dancing dinosaurs.
I want to see the dancing velociraptors. I want to see the singing dinosaurs.
Holy effing S! It's a dinosaur. Jesus Christ!
Yes! Boom! We're already writing the thing. Let's do this, Lee. Let's make this
Somebody get
happen.
the script writing going.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes! Oh my god.
Okay. So I'm torn between two that I want to see done just because I want to see like how ridiculous we can get with this. Number one, Rocky.
Yo, Adrian.
I mean, it's a love story. It's a love story. And love stories
But-
translate so well into
my God.
musicals, right?
But they have to do the Sylvester Stallone voice,
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
or
have
else
to.
it's like, oh Adrian. Yeah. So
That's not even close,
Oh
bro.
my god.
well.
Well, how do you take that voice and make it musical? That's a problem.
You know what? Fun fact
And wait-
is, I think he's actually released an album.
No, didn't
All
his
right.
brother? Was it
Oh
Frank?
yeah, Frank Stallone.
Frank Stallone did that.
Oh yes, Frank Stallone.
But
yeah.
okay, so I'm torn between that
It wasn't
And then wait for it. Wait for it. Any Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
twins.
With Danny DeVito.
Isn't he
So
dead?
No,
No, Danny
no,
DeVito's alive.
Don't
no.
kill him
Danny
off.
DeVito is a.
You jinxed
Because
it.
because I think he should do a musical version, a live action
Copy now.
version
Like-
of Hercules.
It's like, come with me if you want to live.
Get
Yeah.
to the chopper.
We're going to the
I am
shopper.
looking for Sarah Connor.
Much better than Sylvester.
So good.
Oh, okay. So if they did, it would probably have to be Total Recall.
That would make sense.
Fudge.
Yep, I can
Yes.
see that. Hmm
I mean, just seeing someone on stage going, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
Here,
the
hold this.
ridiculousness of those two would be an amazing musical.
Great. It's so
Kindergarten
good.
Cop
That
musical.
I
would
think
be great.
I
It's a
think
kids- it's a
Rocky
kids musical.
Rocky was a musical, right?
No.
They did that. Take it back. Do 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 do. Take it back. When
No.
they were around the fire in the trash can.
What?
Remember that? I've been told by people, and they come on. So take it back. All right, whatever. Y'all are too young.
Oh, True Lies. That would be a good one too, Copy now.
Take it off. Do it slow.
Do it slow.
Do it slow.
Way slow.
Put that cookie down.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a
It's
tumor.
not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
We have killed this episode. Thank you.
Oh, we
Thank
have
you very much.
we have elevated this episode
I
to
mean,
a
come on.
whole
Yeah.
nother level.
I mean,
Rising up.
Yes.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Eye of the
impression-
Eye
Tiger,
of the
man.
Tiger.
Yes.
But they had
No,
James
no
Brown.
musical is complete without an Eye of the Tiger montage.
They could do the
Oh
Eye
my
of the
God.
Tiger montage, and they could do the Living in America by James Brown. We could do
Oh, man.
this.
Just
We
paying
could
for
really
the
do this.
rights for living in America.
I don't know,
my
man.
We just gotta change a couple of the words. That's all.
Oh my
Frenchie,
God.
you saw Stallone's last movie. Is he desperate enough to take a couple bucks from us?
I mean,
Maybe. Maybe.
Thank you, Kagome.
Oh,
I
yes,
enjoyed
thank you,
it. I have
Kagome.
enjoyed it
Oh
so
my God.
much.
All right, I've got to put this one out before we wrap up. Karen
Okay.
mentioned Dr. Horrible, and that is something. If
Thank
you haven't
you.
seen Dr. Horrible sing along blog, I try to get anyone who has not seen that. I said, please watch it.
stand
Yeah,
back,
please.
everyone. Nothing here to
Oh,
see.
so
Sim and
good.
danger in the middle of it. Me.
Loving
Okay, I'll
me.
stop.
Yeah, no, it's no. Keep going, keep going. That's fine.
It's just-
Yes, it is. It's
I-
on. I think all three
Once you
parts are
start,
on
you
YouTube.
can't stop.
I
Hey,
haven't
what
seen
is
it.
what is going on right now?
Neil
What is
Patrick
this
Harris.
bromance that's
Come on.
Are
Sean,
you
coming-
jealous, Bronner? Bronner,
Yes.
is that jealousy?
yes.
I mean,
you
we've got a
can't ruin the
connection.
We
Shauner
do.
thing.
We absolutely we
I
do.
don't-
My
don't-
my
I
arm is
don't-
not. No,
I don't really appreciate
It's
what's
not the
going
magic
on
arm.
here.
it isn't the magic arm. Bronner's got the magic arm. Apparently, I don't have the magic arm. Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Oh wait. Look.
There it is.
Oh,
Oh.
you hit my
That's the
head.
Batman. That's the
Apparently it's that
Batman.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
All right.
What
So
am I
what
gonna do
is
here?
happening? Well, let me just conclude by saying you guys are wonderful. This was
Absolutely wonderful.
an amazing episode. I'm really, really disappointed that we didn't get Karen in on the festivities.
Yeah,
but-
because she had
We'll have
some
to have another
great
one.
options.
Yeah.
But we'll have to do another one for sure. But in any case, what's going on in the network this week? There, sweetheart, BSBN wise.
You talking to me or you talking to?
You're both my sweethearts, so
Okay.
let
Listen,
me call you
Sean.
sweetheart.
You're a great producer. That's
I know. Hands off. I know.
my So I'm gonna need Sean's assistance on this one because I've been a little down and out and kind of
Okay.
sicky poo. So would you please remind our audience when Shep's new shows are at?
Saturday.
Saturday at what time though?
5:30.
5
So we
5:30
have
to
so
6:30.
Saturday we have Miko's show at 3:30 Eastern,
See, I got
and then we
everybody
have
else's,
D
but I
and D for
haven't
D
added.
at 4:30, and then Shep is at 5:30.
Yeah,
So
see,
yeah.
I just haven't added
Mhm.
Shep into the
Okay.
So
calendar.
you start with Miko's gaming, then you go to D and D for D from Great Red Bear, and then you go
Mhm.
into Shep stories.
Shep stories. So they just
Mhm.
kind of all flow together.
They all flow
Then
together.
Sunday
I want to have a show on
at
Saturday
1
too.
o'clock, we have Waking Up with Nana and Pet Pet. That I
Yep.
do know. They've
All
got
the
all
religious
kinds of
drama
religion and
and the
all kinds of
coffee.
trauma.
Oh,
Mhm.
And
So
apparently
good.
upside down crosses back there.
It's
he'll be in his bunk.
And then on Monday, we're a very busy crew. We've
Very.
got 7:30. Auntie and Unc tell you all about it
mhm.
on Miko's channel. At 8:30, we've got that Don Darroway 101. And right
Mhm.
after that, we just slide right into a Roots happy hour on her channel,
do.
Nerd Mom Ace. Wednesday.
Wait,
at
wait, wait,
8.
no, wait. You missed his other one.
Yeah. And it's just,
After Roog's happy hour, after you done your drinking with us on a Roog's happy hour,
Shep's
then we
putting you
go
to
into
bed.
Shep's Shep's gonna be putting you to bed
Right.
Monday nights.
See, I knew I forgot.
It's gonna be Monday is gonna be your favorite night of the week.
Favorite night.
hmm
I like
Because
it.
I like bedtime stories.
Yes, and Shep does a fantastic job with bedtime stories. That
he's
sultry
got
Shep voice,
voice, man.
so
If
good.
John gets his way, he's about to be
You
doing
know what
like
though? I'm very
a fanfic.
impressed with Lee's
Mhm.
voice. Lee's
Mhm.
got a really good voice.
He's a
He
stage guy.
does.
He's got that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Lee, we gotta collab some more here.
Yes, yes,
Hey,
yes, we
whoa.
shall.
Mhm.
Just because Bronner's my man doesn't mean that I want you cheating on him.
This is a really weird foursome that we got
Yes,
going on
I'd
here.
be up
I
with
am
her.
both possessive and not at the same time. It's a thing.
All right, so Wednesday.
I have multiple personalities. Each one
Oh,
does
no!
something different. So Wednesday, we have at 8:30 the Dweebs, Weebs, and Interweebs on Don Darrow 101, followed by the surprise master himself, the D. Wayne Poe Show. Throw glitter.
Mhm.
Surprise.
Yep.
And then Thursday, we're going to have another episode of CCtv. And what episode is that? Senor Bronner.
It's a magical
It's
episode.
not magical.
It's the magical episode.
Trivia.
Trivia.
Everybody's been
Amazing.
waiting for this. And we
Trivia
are not.
part 3.
We are not allowing John to create any trivia.
No
John
questions
doesn't do
from
trivia.
Don
John's not letting me
Darrow.
make trivia questions anymore.
Ever.
Uh-oh.
So
Again.
Okay,
Yeah.
just so that everyone knows that
Mhm.
everybody that's on the BSBN has to pick one fan, and I picked super fan Calvino, and everyone
Why
else
do you
gets
say
to.
that before anybody else gets a chance?
Yeah, no.
I'm-
We don't have
I
to talk
make-
about that. No,
I
we're
make the
gonna fight
rules.
over
I make
Superfan
the my
Calvino.
shows. My show.
Calvino. Tacos.
Okay, listen, Calvino, 4-barrel Holly carburetor. Boom.
Ooh.
Oh my God, y'all are.
All right, stop.
All right. So
We're getting off track here,
Tuesday,
because
Thursday,
Tuesday,
Sunday.
Thursday, and Sunday, we have at 8:30 the BSBN, all kinds of crazy adventures on any of their channels. They're gaming. Don't ask me what they're doing because even they have no idea.
Tonight
Okay,
they're
it's not
rafting. Though.
Tuesday.
Tonight they're rafting.
They're
Are they?
rafting.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're rafting. So we're getting ready to cut over. This
Okay.
show's going to end, and then we're not rating over because John, I believe, is rafting tonight. So he's gonna immediately start his channel back up and go into rafting.
Oh, sweet. Well, then let me
Yep.
hurry this up because right after the BSBN adventures, we've got Zark Nor After Dark with
Nev.
Nev. And Nev is
Awesome.
fantastic. Nev
Don't
always
miss
has
that.
snackies.
Always
Friday is the Wonderful Things with Kinks at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, followed by all of our favorite fanboy freak out fam Friday
Yes.
with Hope.
Something like that. That's a tongue
Mhm.
It's
twister.
a tongue twister, and I
It
can't
is.
even talk, so I think I did fairly good.
You did a
Pretty
great
But
good.
we absolutely adore you guys and appreciate every single one of you guys for showing up tonight, talking about all of our pleasures. Not guilty. They are not guilty.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing our pleasures with us.
Yes.
All right. High School Musical.
Oh my God.
Get
Someone cut him.
to the
Someone cut him
chop.
on.